This is question 16 on the higher calculator paper. So, reading the question, it says Derek buys a house for £150,000. He sells the house for £154,500. Work out Derek's percentage profit. Now, there's a formula that you need to know for this, right? So it's percentage profit is equal to the profit, so how much money did he make, that's his profit, divide that by the original price, and once we get that, we times it by 100, and that would give us our percentage profit. So the first thing I need to find is his profit. The profit, I'm going to show all the workings here. The profit is going to be how much money he made, and you can actually see it from the question, but I'm going to write it all down. 154,500, take away 150,000. Okay, and I could actually see this just from the numbers. The profit he makes is 4,500. And if you didn't get any further in this question, apart from just writing the profit, you'd pick up a mark just for that. Now that I know the profit, the original price it told us that how much he bought the house for originally was 150,000. So I'm going to work out my percentage profit. That's going to be 4,500 divided by 150,000, and the result to that, I'm going to times it by 100, and that would give me my percentage profit. I'm going to use the calculator for this. So just clear this, make sure we could see it all. Okay, so 4,500 divided by 150,000, that's equal to 0.03, times that by 100, and that's going to give me 3. And what that means is that the percentage profit that he made was 3%. He made 3% profit on the sale of his house. Now this is pretty straightforward. As long as you know how to work out percentage profit. Make sure you learn that formula, write it down in your notes, and you could use it to get full marks in this. Let's look at part B. Okay, in part B, the question says Derek invests 154,500 for 2 years at 4% compound interest. Now that's really important that they said compound interest. Work out the value of his investment at the end of 2 years. So this is a compound interest question. Now, to work out the value of his money after 2 years, I need to use the compound interest sort of formula or the relationship there. But what I know is that for compound interest, the multiplier every year is going to be 1 plus the percentage that he uses. And because that's 4%, now I'm going to write this on the side here, 4% is 0.04. So the multiplier is 1 plus that, because his money is increasing, so it's 1.04. And because it's for 2 years, I am going to times that by itself. I'm going to do that for the first year, it's 1.04, and then for the second year, it's another 1.04. I could have written simply 1.04 all squared. And because that's the multiplier, that's how much his money is going to increase by, I'm going to times that by the amount of money that he put into his investment. And there it is, 154,500. So I'm going to times that by 154,500. Now, you could have written either of these lines. You don't need to write them both. I've just put it there to indicate what you're doing. The reason why I've put 2 there, well, it's 2 years, so you use that multiplier twice. If he had the money in there for 10 years, that power would be 10, right? And so however many years, that's what the power would be. I'm going to now plug this into the calculator and work out what it should be. So we'll see what I do there. 1.04, I'm going to square it, and then I'm going to times it by 154,500. That gives me 167,107.2. Now, because this is money that we're dealing in, right? That number there is going to be £167,107.20. So I'll put a 0 there. So that's what I'm going to write in my answer space. £167,107.20. And that is pretty straightforward, right? Again, once you're familiar with the question, you should be able to get full marks in this. Make sure you familiarize yourself with this and you're okay, and you could be able to do this if you had a question similar to it.